Hello guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about what to do if your computer or if your laptop is running slow or it's freezing at some point of time, right? So there can be multiple reasons due to which your computer runs slow, like if your computer has too many junk files or if your computer has any kind of virus or malware. There can be multiple reasons, right? So today we're going to talk on that. But before we proceed, if you'd like to watch videos on techs and games, then please subscribe this channel because we will bring you amazing videos each and every time. Okay, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Okay, so let's begin. First reason for any computer or a laptop to run slow is that you have too many startup programs running at the same time, right? So when you turn on your computer and you will see automatically a particular program starts running, for example Google Chrome. So these startup programs could be one of the main reasons due to which your computer is running slow. So you need to identify those programs and then you need to disable them so that whenever you turn on your computer, then those programs do not start up automatically. Now how do you do that, right? That's the question. You just press Ctrl Shift and Escape button on your keyboard, then you will see a windows will pop up that's basically related to the task manager. In the task manager, you go to startup, and from here you can see the list of applications or programs that are going to start when you turn on your PC or your computer, right? So from here you can enable or disable any of those programs that you don't want to run when your PC turns on. Like this, you can do it. You can see the status, it's showing as enabled, disabled. These are the things that you can control from here. And let's say if there is any application that you by mistake disabled and then you're facing problem, then anytime you can come in the taskbar, go to the startup option, and from here you can enable that application, right? So this is how you control the startup programs from the task manager. So, and this is very helpful because when you turn on your PC, then it helps you to control the list of applications or the programs that you want to run at the same time, right? So this is the first reason. The second is the junk files, right? So after a certain period of time, there are certain types of file that get stored in your PC that you're not aware of, and you're not cleaning them each and every time that when you need it, right? So it's important to keep your PC or your computer clean after a certain period of time, like let's say each and every week you are cleaning the junk files, you're deleting them from your PC so that your computer can run smoothly, right? So how do you do that? One of the most easiest way to do it is that first you just go to the run option by just pressing the Windows and R button on the keyboard. Then you insert the temp, that is TEMP, press enter. You can see these are the types of junk files that you will find in this folder. That's the temp folder. So you just select all of them and then shift delete. You see, and the same thing goes for others as well. Like if I go to run, I can then go to %temp%, and from there I can delete the junk files. Like this, it keeps on going, right? And then again go to run option. From here you can go for prefetch, click on continue, and you can see these are the junk files that are currently stored on your PC. Just select all of them and shift delete, right? Okay, after you have completely deleted those junk files from the prefetch, from temp and %temp%, now you can go to this PC option. From here you can also clean the local disk, that is the C drive. You can just right click on the C drive, go to properties, and from here you can click on disk cleanup, and from here you can select all of those options that you want to clean from this drive. Click OK and then delete files. You can see it's now cleaning the C drive, and that's how it works. Once it's done, just click on OK, and yeah, all the necessary junk files have been deleted from your PC. Now there are other ways also to clean your PC, like using a third-party application in the computer, but In case if you don't like to use them, then you can always go for this options that I have showed you right now, right? Okay, now moving on to the next step. The next point is dust in your PC case, right? Now you might be thinking, how can dust slow down your PC or your computer or your laptop? Yes, it will, and it can slow down, because let's say if there is dust on the fan of your CPU, that is the processing unit, the processor, then it will definitely affect the performance of your PC, because if there is dust on the fan, then the fan will have difficulty to cool down the CPU at a continuous point, right? Because the problem is, if the CPU is getting hotter, if it is getting heated up, then its performance will reduce over time, right? So it's important for you to make sure that your PC case or the CPU case is clean. If not in a week, if not in 10 or 14 or 15 days, then at least try to keep it clean once a month. It will definitely improve your PC performance. So make sure that your PC case is dust free. It should be clean, right? There shouldn't be any dust. Try to clean as much as possible. Okay, now moving on to the next point, that is the virus and the malware. Now, the problem with the virus and the malware is that most of the time you're not aware that if your computer or if your laptop has a virus or a malware or not, right? That's the problem. But to solve that problem, there are so many types of antivirus softwares, like Kaspersky or any software. Even you have Windows Defender, right? So you can also use Windows Defender, like I'm going to show you to you right now, the Windows Security, and from here you can access the Windows Defender option, right? This is the virus and threat protection. But the problem with the Windows Defender is that it's not that dependable. You cannot depend on it so much, but still people use it because they think that this is very effective, and yeah, it can be used over time. But a lot of people don't prefer to use this Windows security option. They instead prefer to use a third party application, for example, malware bytes, right? So I use malware bytes, you can see, and you can also pay for that, and it also comes in a free or a trial version option, right? So malware bytes is one option that you can use in order to clean up or delete or remove any kind of viruses or malware that is creating trouble for you in your PC or in your laptop, right? So make sure that your PC or laptop is virus free or malware free. It shouldn't have any kind of malware or Trojan horse, anything like that. Okay. So the next point is using modern softwares on an old PC. Now let's say if your PC is 10 or 15 years old and you are using advanced softwares like, for example, video editing softwares. If you are using those kind of softwares in a PC which is 10 or 15 years old, then definitely it will affect the overall performance, obviously. And sometimes your PC might crash because it doesn't have that much capability to support that kind of software. So software demand is very high. It requires high RAM, high capacity. It has a very high demand, and your PC is not up to that mark to support or run that kind of application, right? So make sure that you are under that particular limit. You don't use advanced or modern softwares on an old PC. But if you want to upgrade your PC, you should definitely do that, because otherwise you will definitely face problem over time, right? So the next issue is using too many softwares. That's the problem. So let's say if you are using 120 GB RAM in your PC, and you are using so many heavy softwares at the same time and just 120 GB RAM, then it will surely affect the performance. You're using big games, you're playing big games, and you're also running too many applications. Even the Google Chrome takes a lot of space. It takes a lot of RAM when it runs on the PC. Forget about any kind of game, or forget about any kind of editing software. Even the Google Chrome takes a lot of space. Okay, if you want, you can always check in the task manager. From there you can see how much RAM Google Chrome itself takes to run on your PC, right? So make sure that you're not using too many softwares on the PC, and things will be okay for you. Otherwise, you will face problem. There will be lagging issues. Your PC might crash. A lot of things can happen, right? So make sure that all these points are followed, and surely you will see a great improvement in your PC, right? So these are the important points that you need to consider while you want to make your PC even faster and smoother at the same time. Okay, so I hope you like this video, and if you like it, then please hit the like and subscribe button. Definitely we're going to meet in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a nice day. Bye bye.